Hey everybody, welcome back. So as you can see, I took a quick detour to Canorock, put a bunch of our stuff in the chest, and that got our inventory down to 46 out of 90, so much better than it was. But now let's head back to, where are we going? New Cone, and turn in that quest we just finished. Finding the items they stored in the cave, so they can start a new village. I do feel bad stealing, but I guess it's for a good cause.
Remarkable. The treasures of Culm. They... they are more beautiful than I remember. This is truly an achievement. One that will shape the days to come, I promise you.
And where's my reward?
You will have it, as you deserve something equal to the great service you have done me and the refugees. I have acquired many tools and weapons during this long journey west. I have set them aside to use in constructing New Culm, but I now offer them to you. You are welcome to one item from my private hoard as thanks. Erlich will accompany you, of course. His spear may come in handy along the way. Goodbye.
Interesting. So I kind of wonder if, like, his guard is going to try to kill me, like if that's part of his plan to get rid of me and keep the treasure for himself. But I really hope he is honorable and is doing what he says, because it'd be nice for the refugees to have their own village and their own place to live and to build. And they are starting to build something, which is promising. I even feel bad like taking one of the tools they were going to use, but let's see. We'll see how this quest goes. Yeah, a lot of the items that were clogging up our inventory were just, oh, bandits. We're just, like, whoop, that's not the Feyblades, that's the Feyblades. Or Chakrams, rather. I'm calling these Feyblades. Like the books from Brother Till's quest and some other random things that we didn't really need. We might need later. I did put the treasures from, was it Merlot's treasures, whatever it is, in there. I'm not sure if we need them to complete the quest. I think they're probably just a sell. But, alright, hold up. Let me get some loot, get some armbands. But just in case they are, I fear I'll sell them later on. And then also put some of the jewelry that we are not going to use, but is probably really expensive in the chest, so that when I get my mercantile skill up to max, I can sell it then and get the most money for it. This doesn't look good. Cal of the Elixir. I don't really need that. And looks like Axie is starting the battle already, so let's help him out here. Lightning and ice. I do like the range on the ice move. That's kind of nice. Even though it doesn't seem to do that much damage. We had a lot of good accessories, but I still think what we have now is probably the best. The plus 10% magic damage is very tempting. But because we do use weapons a lot still, I figured for now we'll just keep the 5% overall damage and the 5% resistance. If it didn't have the 5% resistance, I would definitely switch. And I think in the future when we probably go full mage, I might switch. Or maybe we'll even find a ring better than the Scholar's Ring. But for now. Also, all these Freeman armbands, I feel like they could just like make a conspiracy and just like make a bunch of armbands, give it to some hero. The hero would sell it, give half the money to the Freeman, and they could like fund their banditry that way. Oh, we're going to a new area we haven't been to. That's why we have all this new stuff. Band of ice attenuation. Don't need that. And actually not bad. This is a lot better armor than we have, but we lose 50 health because of it. So I think I'd rather have the health, unfortunately. But pretty soon we probably will find armor that we can use. Oh, interesting. Plus 20% damage, just overall, all damage, but minus 10% damage resistance. So you take more damage, but you also do a lot more damage, sort of a glass cannon. It is less armor too, unfortunately. Oh, that's tempting. That's really tempting. So basically my choices are a lot more armor, like 40 more armor, and then plus 8% damage with magic and 10% crit chance, or 20% overall damage and 10% damage, minus 10% damage resistance. I think I'll stick with what I have. It's kind of a nice balance of offense and defense. I'm very tempted by this, but if we can find like a higher level version of it, then maybe. But let's take it Naya to junk. In case I change my mind,
Well,
but I probably won't.
here we are. It's time to get started. And by that I mean I'm supposed to kill you, here, away from the eyes of the refugees.
Yeah, saw that coming.
As you've probably guessed, there is no reward. There never was. Cras is probably halfway to Rathia by now. Never trust nobles, my friend. Even false ones. Now, I'm not in the mood for killing at the moment, but orders are orders.
Maybe I can persuade him out of it? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I had a bad vibe about that guy, and I chose to trust him, hoping for the best, give him the benefit of the doubt, and didn't work out. But I hope that the quest continues and you can like find him in Rathir and make him pay for his crimes. Maybe even take the items back and give them to the refugees. So I like quests like this at a twist, but I do wish there was like some way to like uncover it or to like show you were suspicious and to like, I don't know, give the things to one of the other refugees instead, or to, I don't know. I wish there was another outcome so that if you saw this coming, you could find a different way. Or maybe this here is the different way. Cras lied to you too, my friend.
I know he lies.
Ah.
That's why we get along so well.
I feel like, I mean, it's probably just chance, but it does really feel like this is like bugged or something, and like, I seem to always get the 25% persuasion fail chances. Maybe it just seems like that. Oh, what was I doing there? I keep hitting 4 instead of 1. I wish I had like kept track of all these persuasion rolls. Okay, let's read this letter. You've been away too long, my love. The cold chiefs betray you. You are a scamp, are you not, slipping from my chambers before the cock crowed and denied my desire is due. So it's a love letter. I'll let you guys read this if you want. It's a little bit long. From Clenna. Huh. I wonder who that is. Well, I tried not to kill him. I tried to persuade him, but he wasn't hearing it, so that's on him. Sorry, Clenna, but your lover will not be coming home. Can't jump down there, but we can grab these Sylvanite daggers. Actually, not bad animations for the water for when this game came out. Better than I would have expected, at least. 'Cause this game's not really like known for its graphics. It feels a little bit older than it actually is. Well, I guess this is remastered too, so let's take that into account. And hello, a mountain troll. Let's try to do some damage to him. Oh, I blocked that, but it didn't. Either didn't block in time or wasn't enough to stop his charge. Oh, I switched weapons too much. Yeah, the trolls seem easily stunnable by lightning damage. Ooh, backswing. Use a potion just because we are getting a little low on health. Alright. Another tough fight, but a fun one. And ooh, what is this? Claren's Scepter. 22% chance to steal 10 mana per hit. You know what? I don't really use scepters that much, but I've kind of been wanting to just to try them again. So let's equip that, and I think we'll get rid of the chakrams for now since they're a ranged weapon. Killer's Hammer. Not a bad hammer either, but I don't really want to use a hammer that much, so at some point we'll probably use one again. I think before I switch to full mage mode, I'll go through all the weapons, all the warrior weapons one more time. And alright, while we're in the neighborhood, I guess, was that the end of the quest then? No, it's not. Good. You can track him down, get your revenge. He's gone east to Rathir. Okay, cool. So that's good. I'll do that quest another time. In fact, where is he on the world map? Nope, don't want to fast travel. Yeah, all the way outside Rathir, it looks like. Which is actually not that far at this point. But, alright. In the meantime, we'll do some other quests around here. I think there are some chimes maybe up here. Oh, another
We would have
refugee
been
camp.
lost without Elrod Edmund. He was a great officer in the war.
Is this Elrod? No, this is... Oh, he's one of the so-called Tuatha spies, I believe.
Stop staring at me. I'm not doing anything strange. You're the outsider here.
Tell me about the Tuatha.
Tuatha? Are you mad? The only thing I know about the Tuatha is how they killed my cousins and put my granary to the torch.
That's not very nice. Okay, 95%. We can do this, guys. So you're spying on friends?
Who told you? Was it Froma? I knew she was weak. I need the gold, okay? The Tuatha took everything. The least I can do is take their money. Listen, spare me and I'll leave. Disappear. Just go where they can never find me. That's a promise.
Right, well, I guess I have no choice but to spare him, and I guess I probably would anyway. I feel like my character's not that vindictive,
Goodbye.
although I'm not really sure he deserves to live after betraying his friends to the Tuatha for some gold. And I get times are tough, but, like, there are lines you just don't cross. And getting your friends killed is one of them.
I saw you coming. Hoped you'd visit. Just about mad with worry. What with the freemen roaming the hills and caverns. Tell me, child, have you noticed a young woman about? She's quite fair, with red hair, a tattoo like mine across her cheek. It's been 3 days.
I haven't, but I hope we can find her alive. Who is she?
My newfound love, and the only person I have. Everyone, my wife, my son, my grandchildren, all of them were killed in the attacks. Nothing remains but Lyra. She and several of her friends went in search of a better place to make our camp. This wretched sun takes its toll, doesn't it? But they never returned, and I worry. Would you do an old man this one kindness? Would you help me find her?
I'll do my best. I kind of feel like this is going to have a sad ending. Either she'll be dead, or she'll be, like, not in love with him or something.
Thank
but
you.
Let's try it.
I am not rich, not anymore. But what I have left to give is yours. It means nothing without my love. Lyra went in search of refuge in Oriata's tomb. A better place than this desolate cliff. I would try the cemetery on the hill where they buried all the old war heroes.
What do you know of Orienter's tomb?
A fitting memorial for a great man. He saved our people from complete destruction. If I had the strength, I would climb that hill and pay my respects. Be
All right.
careful.
I'll hit enter for now. I'll just have that quest on my log. Oh, it's up to the north there. Okay. That'll give us a good excuse to head into that area. But first, I see something over to the east here. I see some more plants. And some wagon tracks, it looks like. Nothing good in there. Now is this that going to the next area? Yeah, I think it is. You can kind of tell when the map gets really narrow like that. See some Barghest prowling. Let's take them out so they don't attack the refugees. And oh, right, we have a scepter now. It just feels like a gun. Just like shooting. Oh, and it takes mana. That's right. That's why I don't like this. Yeah, it just doesn't seem... For a weapon that takes mana, it doesn't seem to do that much damage. And now I'm like almost out of... almost out of mana too. I'll regen it, but... And is he stealing my mana? Is that what Barghest do? I never noticed that if so. Alright, well I guess we'll have to use the sword then. Okay, I think we're going to use that for maybe like one more fight, and then I'm going to change weapons again, because having a scepter that, one, doesn't feel that powerful, to be honest, and takes your mana, like I feel like if it takes your mana, it should do like significantly more damage than other weapons do. because you're kind of using that. You have to be like either a mage with a ton of mana, which maybe we will be by the end of the game, or like a really good regen rate, or it has to be like your main thing. And I'm sure you can get the upgrades to it that reduce the penalty, the mana cost, maybe entirely, but we don't have that, so here we are. I think I already have one of those. No, I think I did, but it didn't do what I thought it did, which was increase fire damage. One sword, probably could add that to junk actually. Greater warrior strength. I'd rather add that to radial, not to junk. Oh. Okay, let's use some magic to summon good old Axie here. And then I don't even have the block attack for this guy yet. It seemed to do like an okay amount of damage, but not nearly as much as like an actual spell would, so... Oh, I don't like that one attacking me. Okay, good. She got me, but she got me after I finished my spell at least. Oh, and a Barghest is attacking me. Arcane Barghest. Use a potion there. Killed 500 enemies with abilities. Nice. New achievement. Oh, we're out of mana just like that. Oh, so I guess I was excited because it had the mana steal part of it, but like you almost need to do mana steal if you're gonna be using a scepter, because otherwise or like a ton of mana regen gear if you're like full mage. I feel like the scepter's probably the worst weapon for this hybrid build I'm doing, because we don't have as much mana regen as a full mage build would, or full sorcerer build, I guess they call it. Okay, so I need to go. There's some loot there, but I'm not gonna. Well, it is a Barghest. I was thinking it was a Freeman. Every once in a while they have cool stuff. Yeah. I guess gold is pretty cool. Get enough gold, you could buy a swimming pool or a hot tub or something fun. Are we going the right way? No, I don't think we are. I think it's a dead end. So let's go up here. Like I said before, you can always drop down. Kill this pestilent brownie. Oh, there's more. Which doesn't do that much damage. Oh, and there's a Barghest. Okay. If I'm missing something with the scepter, I mean, maybe you should upgrade it to be good. But if I'm missing something, somebody please let me know. Okay, now we have bandits attacking us. I have plenty of minor health potions, so... I was hoping he would be in range of that. He was not. Okay. Starting to thin the numbers now. A little bit. Are these new bandits? Oh, now we're out of mana. Great. I wish I had my chakrams for the nice AoE damage. And a level up. Alright, good timing for that. Didn't realize we were getting that close. Alright, that'll be good, because now we can get, like, that health steal for Axie. And let's go ahead and switch out that scepter before I forget. Alright, go with secondary weapon. We'll return the staff soon, so I'll go back to using it for a little bit. It's definitely a lot more fun than the scepter was. Alright, so skills. I still feel like we need more persuasion. I thought we were doing good, but like anything we can get to increase that chance from like 75 to 90 might be helpful. I don't see a real pressing need for any of the other stuff quite yet. Alright, so let's go to sorcery for now. I'm curious, like, Scepter Mastery. What if I just grab stuff? Next level. It does more damage, which is nice, but it doesn't decrease the cost. And then, okay, this reduces Scepter cost by 4%. And then next level is probably going to be, no, it's something else. So this reduces it to 3%. So you can reduce it a little bit, and then 2%. So it does cost a lot less by the end, and it will do a lot more damage. So maybe you could do like a really heavy Scepter build, but just the fact that it uses mana at all, I'd rather have. It also just doesn't like feel like a fun weapon, so. Okay. I think the Siphon Health is a pretty cool thing, so let's get that. I think we're trying to go for 38 points here, and then put the rest into Might, if I recall. So we don't have this one. I would need to put a point into there to get to that one. Extend the duration of freeze effects. I mean, that could be cool, but I think I'd rather have the better Smolder. Oh yeah, that's actually all burning damage increased by 40% and Mark of Flame increased by 20. I wonder if that means like burning damage from your weapons as well. Because that could be really good to like focus on this line and become a fire mage at some point. There's also like this, which reduces casting costs, which is always nice, but it's kind of like a filler. So I do have, well, I have 2 more points, but I want to spend one of them in Might. So the question is, do I want more fire damage or more Siphon Health? I think as long as I have a chance to Siphon Health, that's kind of, there's like diminishing returns. The first point is 25%, and the next one is just 10 more. And the reason I'm doing 38 is because once we get to 38 and 38, we can get to the next tier of this build, the next Destiny card. So I'm thinking better Quake damage, maybe. I mean, this gives more health, which is nice. Great Sword. What does this do? Next level, they apply damage over time, which really only affects our longsword. It does increase the cost a little bit, but let's just go for this. And then, yeah, we're still a Crusader. And, all right. There we are, all leveled up. Okay, so now we're going to go up here and make a right. And I see a new quest giver as well. Oh, let's grab that one more armband. It does seem like gold in this game is pretty hard to come by, or pretty easy to come by rather, so there aren't too many gold sinks that I've seen yet. I mean, training is a little bit, but even grabbing like all the trainers I can find, I still have tons of gold, and I haven't even sold a lot of my high value items, so I think if I, oh, she's doing some combat. I think if I do see some cool items that I want to buy, I'll just go ahead and buy them. I also might need to buy some like crafting gear when we get into crafting. It's my plan, which I think I've kind of said before. Well, let's talk to her first, then I'll share my plan.
You're a welcome sight. A minute more and I'd be joining our friends on the hill here. Thanks for the assistance. I just figured everyone out here in the Forsaken Plain was either a refugee or one of the freemen. Looks like I was wrong.
I'm glad she can handle herself in a fight. Tell me about yourself, Edwa.
I'm a refugee, like the others in the tents. It's a desperate place. People will do anything to see the next morning. Steal, kill, you name it.
Spy for the Tuatha. So what are you doing out here?
Actually, I'm a bit ashamed to say. I'm searching for a grave. But not just any grave. The last resting place of Azo Raymond, richest of the Tuili merchants. They say he died early in the march west, claimed by the Forsaken Plain. Rumor has it he's buried with the famous rings of Azo. I could live a year on those.
So a treasure hunter. I like that she was like, oh, not just any grave, as if like that was a real concern, that I thought she was just looking for a grave. Maybe she's a necromancer. I will help you search.
I'm glad to hear it. There's plenty of ground to cover between here and Rathir to the north, and another pair of eyes will be a huge advantage. Most of the graves are along the refugee route, usually surrounded by crude markings or gestures left by loved ones. It's a pity they couldn't do more.
I like that I can just like ask where his grave is. Like clearly she doesn't know.
If I knew, I wouldn't be hiking all over this hill, reading names on worn gravestones. With my luck, it's on the other side of the Forsaken Plain.
Well, 4 eyes are better than 2, as I say.
Bye.
So, to enter, I assume, yeah, I assume there's multiple areas to check. One of which is up north. Although they don't seem to be that close to Rathir. It's only like 3 areas to check. My guess is it'll be this one, because it's like furthest away from where the quest is picked up. Could also be randomly generated, but I don't see a lot of RNG in this quest. And here are the graves she was looking at.
Hello.
It is cool to look at like really old gravestones, like ones that are hundreds of years old. There are a few really old cemeteries near me, and one Halloween my fiance and I went around and just kind of paid respects to some of the older graves and the ones that were really worn, and graves that probably don't have anybody visit them anymore because, you know, their descendants either died off or just forgot about them, or most likely just moved far away. Okay, let's try this little area over here. Oh, I should have gone the other way because then I could have jumped down. Little promontory. So these Freeman assassins are, their names are white, which seems to mean they're like a lower level. Well, they still seem pretty tough. The other ones were like orange or purple, which I assume means something. It does seem like purple enemies seem to be the toughest, or at least close to the toughest, besides like boss bosses. I face like that troll and like some threshers that are purple, and they're always really tough. And I assume like gear white is the lowest. It might be the same. It would make sense to be the same tier as the gear was. Oh, good, we can keep going around this way. That's nice. This is a pretty little area. Wonder if the refugees could start a town somewhere around here. And if there's graves here, maybe there was a town here at some point, or nearby at least. I guess there are worse places to be buried. So like, these guys are orange. There isn't really orange gear, right? Orange. I know I say it. I have an East Coast accent. Oh, I think I hit the wrong button there. Oh no, that was the lifesteal from Axie. Okay, that's cool. Forget that I had that AoE ability. Ooh. Oh yeah, they do steal your mana. Okay. Let's use a mana potion as well. I guess I probably didn't need to. I just don't have so many of those, I might as well. Okay, so those graves, I guess, are not candidates, but there's one up here that is. An unmarked grave? Nope. Although it makes sense that it would be unmarked. If it was marked, somebody probably would have found it and uncovered the rings a long time ago. So I do like that. So many Freemen. Let's use our new upgraded Earthquake. I like the spell, but it's not our strongest one, or ability, I guess I should say. So I'm kind of okay with getting rid of it for more mage stuff down the road. But it is fun, so I'm going to use it while we can. Looks like Axie, his time was up where he finally got killed, maybe by the Barghest. So we'll bring him back. I do like the duration of the spell. I could see this being really annoying if he disappeared like every 60 seconds. But he seems to stick around for a really long time, which is nice. You don't have to worry about him and be like, oh, I thought he was right behind me. Alright, so there's that tomb we have to go to. So this whole thing seems to be like a big cemetery of sorts. Oh, an ancient. Oh, okay, let's use a potion here. So orange seems to be the, besides purple, the highest tier. She has a lot of HP. That doesn't do that much. That health steal is awesome. It's like all your health, or almost all your health, it seems. longbow that we'll probably just sell. It's like there's hidden treasure around here. It feels like a place where there would be. But I don't see anything, and my detect hidden skills not finding anything. There's a jump down point over here, which is a cool mechanic. I do like that. I wish you could just like jump in the game, but at least there's that. Aha! See? Oh, a very hard chest. Let's try it. I feel like I should just use a Prismere pick, but I only have 4 of them, and they do seem harder to come by than I thought earlier on in the game. So, okay, let's start with just a little bit off to the left. All right, I'm glad I didn't waste a pick there. All right, some boots. I think I definitely like the fire damage better than the health, and they're tied for armor. So we'll add that to junk, and oh, please be good. Actually, they kind of really suck. They're just part of a set bonus, and the set bonus is nice. For the most accomplished spellcasters in the Scalia Arcana. But yeah, otherwise it doesn't do anything except basic gloves, so we'll take it, but not going to equip it for sure. I don't know if we have any other Arcana stuff. It's probably in the chest, and it's also probably robes. So I may or may not end up using too much of that set. But it could be good for a fire mage. Alright, well let's take a break here, and when we come back, we'll head into this tomb and do that quest, and then continue exploring the plains of Erethel. Thank you guys for watching, take care, I'll see you again soon.